Hey y'all, I'm really excited to be bringing you 12 days of DIY. And for my first DIY video, I'm going to be transforming tags to embellishments. So this is day one, and I hope to upload a video every single day for 12 days that has to do with something DIY craft related. So I mostly scrapbooking, but I will share some videos for Christmas and things like that. So I had this idea with these rimmed tags to transform them and do something a little bit different with them. I see these in the store, like in Hobby Lobby or Michael's, quite a bit, and I never know um, like exactly what they're for. I mean, I know that you can use them to like label a gift and things like that. But I wanted to try something different and use them as an embellishment. Everybody loves circular embellishments, and something like this that would come in a pack. I'm not saying like the things that I'm creating, but different circular embellishments that have like different designs to them, I think can sometimes be expensive, and you probably don't get very many in the pack. And so I decided to try a little something different just to see how they would turn out. And I really love the way they turned out. So for now, um, you probably don't have the full idea of what I'm doing yet, but right now I'm just kind of stamping on top of them. And then I'm going to show you how I use them in the very end of this video. So just kind of stay tuned for that. And I'm using different kinds of ink on the craft colored ones because it's that particular color, a brown color, and because of the material of craft paper, I'm using mostly pigment ink. So I'm going to use white and black on top of the craft. And on the white, I'm using, I believe I'm just using dye ink, but I'll go back and as I'm watching the video, I'll point out if I use anything different. I chose some of these Tim Holtz little alphas to just change up this one a little bit, and I decided to do December 2016 in those little alphas, and then I'm going to just stamp a quick heart. And I figured I could use that in my December documented album. So for these next couple of tags, I'm actually going to cover the entire thing, and I'm going to wipe the rim, although you'll see in a few minutes that I actually did not have to do that, and I'll show you how I cover it up. For this white tag, I'm going to use a couple of these little stamps from Pseudo Calico that just say, I don't know what it says, like me and you or something maybe. And so really you can customize these however you want. On this one, I'm going to cover it as well, but I'm going to cover it with dots and instead of the triangle, or instead of I think it was triangles that I used on the other one. And I'm going to go ahead and wipe the rim, and it did kind of smear it just a tad, and so you don't actually have to do that. That last one was probably my favorite one because I kind of just did offset the letters, and I used something that said Hello Life. I think it came in a small little stamp set from Citrus Twist a while back. And I just used that to place it all over the little rim, but I just offset them so that it looked complete. For this one, I am going back and redoing the triangular one, and then I'm going to show you how I cover up the rim. I found some smaller rim tags at Hobby Lobby. Those other ones I got from Michael's, the ones that you guys saw me create the first time around. This time, this is a different day, and I'm actually stamping smaller ones, and I think it's a different brand, and I honestly can't remember what the brand is, but I got them from Michael's, and they are, no, I'm sorry, did I say Michael's? The first ones I got from Michael's. The ones that I'm working on now, which are the smaller ones, I got from Hobby Lobby, and I got them from one of those, like the end cap of the aisle where they sell like washi and tags and stuff. I got them from there. I'm using some of this Brilliance ink on this one just to kind of add a little bit of gold. And then I'm going to continue with some of my smaller stamp sets. Mostly I pick these smaller stamp sets because I find that they have smaller icons, but there are some other stamp sets that I'm using, such as like the Concord 9th one that you just saw. I do use like a heart from there, and the little leafy vine thing that I used on one of the other rimmed tags came from that same stamp set. I'm pulling from my little inks, from my little cube inks, and I think those are both Simon Says Stamp and Hero Arts inks in there. And then Distress inks, which I hardly ever use anymore. Here I'm going to do kind of a multicolored heart one, and I love the way this turns out. You guys will see these more up close, and you'll see how I used a couple of them at the end of the video. So I'm going to complete this last one. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do yet. I think probably I just maybe do one word on that one. That one turned out pretty cute. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this Krylon gold leafing pen, and I got this from Hobby Lobby where their spray paint is. And I'm just going to go around every single one of these rims. Now, I thought that adding the gold made a huge difference for my personal taste. You can leave them silver if you wanted to, but I just loved the look of the gold. I think it made such a huge difference. I think it kind of came alive a little bit, and especially on the final products that where I show how I use these, I think you can definitely tell a difference than like what it would have looked like versus now. So I'm going to continue uh, just outlining those or going around the edge, and then you guys didn't have to watch all of that. And then lastly, I found these little mini tags, and I love little things like this for my project life and even for layouts. And they're banner shapes, and a ton came in a pack, and I decided I would transform those as well. They had a little metal rim, a little metal brad on them as well, and so I decided that I would show you guys how I just use some roller date stamps and regular mini stamps to transform those. So here's where I'm going to show you how I'm going to give you 3 examples. So this is going to be like a project life, I guess, card. And I'm just going to show you how I simply used one of those little tags just to add as a small embellishment. For this one, I'm gonna put some banners in the white space of that actual photo, or on that photo. And then for this one, I'm showing you how I would just add the metal rim tag in the December daily pocket. And then lastly, I sewed down those banners on that photo. So here are some final pictures, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this process, and I hope you gained some inspiration, and we'll try this and have a great day.